like Forager, and then this is gonna go over here on top. Business. Yo. So here we are knocking out the Forager barn mural. When they first approached me about it, they said they pretty much gave me free reign on the concept and the image and the layout, composition and stuff. So I took the Forager word and ran with this concept of, you know, it's a brewery. So I'm gonna throw in some imagery related to that. You know, I'll have some wine bottles, some cool looking skulls, like candy skulls, a few other things that relate to that. But out of that is gonna be an explosion of color and designs and patterns. We'll be foraging the good feelings of the alcohol into, like, you know, just awesome feelings or feeling good or a liveliness, and the feeling of what the Forager Brewing company is doing as a whole. You know, the concept is different, the design is different, it's out there, especially for this city. They're bringing that liveliness and that freshness and that progressiveness to the city. So I wanted that to be really captured in this image specifically. And the fact that they reached out to me to get this done and run with it, I think it says a lot about their vision and where they want to go, and how much more they have in store.
Hi there, I'm Adam Ferrari, architect for Forager Brewing Company and Kutzky Market. So basically, this building was built in 4 different sections, and this original piece here is going to be the start of the brewery, restaurant, and coffee shop. And we're going to partition the whole thing off from the east half of the building. So if you remember the old Good Food store, it was, you entered on the east side, you parked on the east side, you came all the way through. For the start of this project, it's only going to be the west half of the building. So we'll block all this off, and the main entry will be right over there. The main commercial kitchen is going to be on this side. It's going to house rentable kitchens for budding chefs or up-and-coming people wanting to bring their food to scale. So there'll be sections to rent, as well as the main prep for the pizza, which will be happening and served in with the beer in the restaurant. Then the other half of the space is going to be set aside for demo kitchen, cooking classes, the opportunity to learn how to prepare some of the meals that are happening in the restaurant, as well as renting for private parties and things of that nature. Through those doors, then they'll have access to the patio. This door behind me is going to be the main access for the brewery. The brewery is going to take up a big chunk of this floor right here. It's going to house the main brew house where the beer will be made, the fermentation tanks, and then ultimately the cooler room. That'll back up to the bar so that all of the beers that are being made can be served on tap for all the patrons. Right where these double doors are, there was an existing overhead garage door back when this was an ambulance garage. We're going to open that back up, create a really large entry here, which for the short term will be the main entrance into the restaurant, the public entrance, and long term will be access to a more private patio green space out to the west here. So this will be opened up much larger, be very welcoming, and bring people into the restaurant. The bar will run right along that front door entry and will open itself up to the rest of the space. In this area right here, we're actually going to be down a couple of feet and make a sunken living room kind of space with some fireplaces. Right across the way is Quick Trip and a whole bunch of ugliness. We want people to feel when they're sitting in the restaurant that that's all dissolved away and it doesn't exist. So we're going to lower people down and have their vantage point more looking up at the sky and screen with plants and decorative features along the edge of the wall so you don't see any of that mess. So this will be kind of a casual hangout spot, really conducive to cups of coffee, meeting with people, chatting, and then directly adjacent is going to be a private room, again, kind of geared towards smaller get-togethers and private dining. Well, thanks for coming by. Stay tuned for more glimpses of the construction as it happens with Forager Brewing Company and Kutzky Market. And now let's check back in with Bobby Marins as he's working on his barn.
When I think of foraging, from an artist perspective, I think of us foraging thoughts and emotion. And I've said this before, I compare it to dumpster diving, and how I started out with dumpster diving and foraging cardboard boxes and foraging house paints. I'm even doing that for this project, actually. But as artists, we tend to forage emotions or thoughts that not many people want to. We choose to confront certain things, certain events or things that transpire throughout life, and we forge those and turn them into works of art, turn them into songs, turn them into lyrics, into poetry, into dance. And I really like the thought of that, of upcycling not only materials, not only supplies, but experiences, thoughts, feelings, emotions. That's what Forager means to me.
What you're about to see is a thrilling, dramatic, real-life story. It is presented as a public service.
The local experiment
Sets the pace, color, in design, and in quality.
Take a good close look. Isn't that a beauty? She'll love the delicate styling. Delicate styling. Delicate styling.